Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with the second layout using the July hip kit. This one took me an hour and 5 minutes to complete, and I want to make sure I want to be able to stretch my kit as much as I can, and I showed you I just brought out a 6x6 pattern paper pad, and I might do a short video on how I store my 6x6 pattern paper pad. I have these little bags that I put them in so that when you start having little pieces of pattern papers, they don't go all over the place. They all stay together in this little bag and everything's all neat. And this is a little basket that I got at the dollar store. And, from month to month, we keep getting new things in the color add-on that is mixed media. And at first, it was really easy to remember, what we got and all this stuff because I like to bring them forward. And you can kind of see how, the colors go from month to month and how you can keep using that mixed media stuff. Okay, sorry, I had to stop the recording. My husband started the lawnmower right outside my window and I couldn't even hear myself think. So I'm pretty sure you guys could hear that going. So I had to stop the recording. What I was saying is I had to move it it was hard for me to remember what we had gotten from month to month. So now I put everything in that little basket. I still haven't transferred over everything. I got to go back and see everything else that we got. And I'm going to put everything in the basket. And then everything will be really close and accessible to, when I do a layout. So I use this paint dauber and it's cracked pistachio. And I put it on some packaging. I'm going to add some water. I'm going to go through the whole thing. And I was watching a show. I'm actually watching White Collar right now, and I absolutely love it. And then I realized, that's not what I want to do. I didn't want to spread it out like that. I wanted to keep it contained to an area. So I'm going to look at it. And plus, I find that the cracked pistachio is really not the color that I wanted for this layout. You're going to see me take out his picture. And it's more like the Mermaid Lagoon color. And you see me there trying it on the cardstock, and I like that. And the great thing about white cardstock is you flip it over and you get a brand new canvas to begin with, to start over with. So again, I'm going to put some gesso, and this is just a clear gesso. I could put white on white, but I find the white gesso on white cardstock kind of gives it a yellow tinge. So, and my clear gesso is way more, it's more watery, like not watery, but thinner. And so I find it dries a whole lot faster than my white gesso is super thick. So it does take a little longer to dry. And now I'm going to forget the cracked pistachio, and so I'm going to wash off that little piece of packaging. And then I'm going to add some Distress ink in Mermaid Lagoon. So same thing, except this time I'm going to smush the ink on. Then I'm going to add some water just to help it move a little bit. And then I'm going to keep it contained. And I'm just going to put it just to the right of the layout, because when I look at the picture of Mason, he's kind of looking to the left. So I'm going to put him right to the right so it looks like he's looking at something else. And it's kind of going to go, whew, that was hard to say, with what this whole layout is about. This is when we took him to the zoo in June. And it's funny because we took him to the zoo last summer. And he was like, yeah, this is cool. And he was just we had his soccer ball and he was kicking the soccer ball, from one place to another. And my daughter was like, oh, I'm so disappointed. Like, he's not liking the zoo. I thought he would like it more. And I said, well, he's only 1.5. You wait till next summer. You'll see. He'll appreciate the animals so much more next summer. And I was so right. Like, we got there and he was like, this summer, he just loved everything about it. So I wanted to do a page about that. So I took the October Afternoon roller stamp. I took my Memento ink and I just stamped it out, different words: hello summer, endless summer days, I heart this. I think that's from another stamp set from the month before. And also the little triangles or diamond stamp with that's a strip. That was from a previous last month's kit. And I really love that stamp set, so I just brought it in. And that's another thing I want to do. I want to try to keep use a little bit more stamps on my layouts, just because I have so many stamps, and I want to make sure that I use them up. Well, not use them up, because stamp sets are good like forever, but just get more usage out of them. So I took a pigment ink paint or ink pad that we got last month. It's Avriel Daisy, and I'm just using a paintbrush that has a little bit of water in the barrel, and I'm just coloring in the little diamonds with that yellow ink. And when I start a layout, I usually, even before I start it, I start, choosing my embellishments, and I usually think, okay, pick 2 colors and go with that. And then I pick all the embellishments that are that color, or sometimes I just go with 1 color and then a contrast color, like I'll add some black into it. And then if I choose 2 colors, I usually add a contrast, like a really wow, in your face contrast color. So for this page, it was my 2 colors were the blue and the yellow, and then my contrast color was the black. So I did all the stamping in black, and then my title is also going to be in black. And then I took the rest of that ink that was on the packaging, added some water, and added more stamping or smooshing to the back of the layout, and I added the yellow. Now I found there wasn't enough stamping, and I'm just randomly adding stamping because I know that my photo is going to be in the middle, and also, like the embellishments and stuff, it's going to cover a lot of this. So I'm just trying to just add words that has to do with summer, and it just adds a lot of interest to the page, and it's just so fun. So that's going to take me a couple of minutes to do that. Oh, and I have to let you know, like by the time I'm recording this on August 10th, in about 25 minutes, so basically as soon as I'm done recording this, I have to get ready for work. I go to work. It's an overtime tonight, so I'm working 5 to 1 in the morning. And then, so this is going up tomorrow, August 11th. So the day that you're hearing this, I am on vacay. Yay! I'm on vacation for 2 full weeks, pretty much. And we're staying home. We're doing a few things around here, but not doing too much. I'm going to get my class ready. And so I'm going to be doing a ton of scrapbooking. I can't wait. That's all I'm doing for 2 weeks is scrapbooking. I've never done that. That's all I'm going to be doing. So I'm quite excited to be having fun and just scrapbooking. I'm kind of looking forward to it. So like I said, just back to the layout here. Like I said, I took out 2 6x6 pattern paper pad. I took the same one that I had last month, which was the crepe paper poolside. And then there was a bit of Simple Stories. What's the name of the collection? Simple Vibes or Summer Vibes. And so I had the 6x6 pattern paper pad. So I took that out, and I'm going to be using that. So I mounted the photo on a small 6x6 pattern paper, and now I'm just going to play with the embellishments and just put it around the layout. I want to use one of those mason jars because it was from the crepe paper poolside collection. There's 6 little mason jars, and I'm going to use them all this month. I'm going to try my hardest because, as you know, I call my little mason jar. So I want to make sure that I use these up. And again, I'm also trying to use some of the Project Life cards on my regular layouts. Yes, another thing I'm going to do on my 2 weeks off is I'm going to go through my pictures and, print I'm going to take a couple of hours here and there and just go through and print off the pictures so that I can start working on my project life. I think I'm going to take the time and just print all the pictures first and divide them into weeks, and then I'll go from there. But so I'll be starting on that really soon. But I want to use up all these jars. I might keep one for project life because I know I'm going to be doing a spread of mason for sure in my project life too, or a few pictures or whatever. But I'm so glad that we got those little mason jars. And this one here, I'm not going to put mason jar on it. I'm just going to put, there was little die cuts that came in that package too. And there was one that said memories, and then a couple of little hearts, glitter hearts. So I'm going to put one inside, and then the other, I put it on top of the packaging and just glued it down. And I really like how that turns out. And now I'm ready to start gluing it down. So this card here, that's a project life card. And I'm just going to start working on the layout sort of on an L diagonal, but just a backward L. And the piece of paper that I'm kind of putting diagonally that is super crooked and I'm going to fix right now, that is the leftover from that 6x6 pattern paper pad that I mounted the photos. So no wastage. I used the whole thing on this. And I've got 6 layouts done with the July kit already. And I think I have 4 more that, you know, all the papers and the embellishments are together and ready to go. And where I'm going to be working on my class, my goal is going to be to do at least one layout using the July kit so that I still have videos to upload while I'm working on my class. But I won't be able to kill the kit as fast as I thought I was going to, but we'll go with the flow and go with that. So now I'm working on that jar, and I took a Project Life grid card. I love those things. I have a ton of them, and I use them for journaling all the time in my scrapbook. So I just kind of overlaid it over that Project Life card, and that's where I'm going to do my journaling. There was a little tab that came in the Ellie Studio die cut package, and that's where I'm going to put the year, and I'm going to put one of the puffy stickers above that. And now I have a frame that I want to cut in half to sort of ground where I'm going to put the embellishment clusters, and underneath that I'm going to put some paper washi tape. There was like, I don't know how many sheets, like a whole bunch. I think it was like 24 of those sheets of washi tapes, which is awesome, but it's going to be quite the challenge to get them all used up, you know, this month. So right from the beginning, this is layout number 2. I'm trying to use them. I'm going to try to use them every single layout to make sure that, you know, I get good usage out of them. So now I'm trying to figure out which frame I'm going to cut in half, and I cut that one there. That's sort of like a sunshine, sun ray, and I'm going to put the top part of it at the top of the layout and the bottom part of it at the right underneath that mason jar. And then there was a part of a card that says this photo says it all, and I just cut the part that says this photo says it all, and I just stuck it on top of that little frame. And then at the top, I put the washi tape, and then the frame, I'm going to put one of the flare buttons that came in one of the kits, and it's from October Afternoon, I believe. And now I'm looking at the enamel dots that are also from October Afternoon. I'm going to put a star at the top there, and then a couple of just regular enamels at the bottom. And then I'm going to take those letters also from October Afternoon in the teal color. They're called Mason Jar. And I just put 2015, and the little puffy sticker above it says summer. So summer 2015. And then there was another little die cut from the Ellie Studio package, and it said my fave. And then the mason jar that I used this time was love this. So this is a picture of Mason, and he's petting this goat. And look at the way he's standing, like he's kind of crouched, and it's almost like he's ready to go, like he's just ready to just pounce to the next thing. So you're going to see in the close-ups, because I don't think I did it on video, or maybe I did it after. So right now I'm adding some colors in blue and yellow. I'm just taking some paper towel and just kind of soaking it up, because this time of year it is so humid in here that if I don't do that, it doesn't dry. Like, I have to make sure it's dry before I put it away because it's so humid. But so I'm looking to see if I want to use those mason jar, and there wasn't enough contrast. So I'm going to use the black ones that came in the kit, and the title of this page is going to be What Next? And that's exactly how he looks. He looks like he's ready to pounce to the other thing. Let's get, like, he wanted to run everywhere in there and just see everything. He totally enjoyed going from place to place, and I love that they have little places there that they get to interact with the animals, and we bought food, and he fed them and everything. So that I'm going to put the title actually on the right side of the layout, because that's the only place that I found that it just kind of went with the look that I wanted to go. I didn't want to extend it at the top or the bottom. I just wanted to keep that look going. And that's it. Here are a few close-ups of all the embellishment clusters, and the page is done. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having an amazing week. Thanks for watching. Bye.